Why do you think that way about yourself? Hi, I'm Sonia. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to discuss 10 reasons why people don't think so highly of themselves. The first reason why you may not think so highly of yourself is because of negative childhood experiences. You could have grown up in a household where you were constantly hearing negative things about yourself. You're no good. You're just like your daddy. You're just like your mama. You're never going to amount to anything. I don't see where you're going to make a good impression on anybody. You're too dumb. You're not smart enough. All of these things play on your psyche. All of these things become a part. If you hear them over and over and over again, repetition, it becomes a part of your belief system about yourself. You internalize those words and you begin to believe them yourself. The second reason why you may not feel good about yourself is because you compare yourself to others. Sometimes on social media, where you see people who look like what you would like to look like, you compare yourself to those people. You may not think that you're pretty enough. You may not think that you're smart enough. You compare yourself to other people that makes you feel inadequate. But what you don't realize is comparison is the greatest thief of joy. Everybody does it. Everybody at some point in their life compares themselves to other people. But you should not do that because it tends to make you feel bad about who you are and what you are. The third reason why you may not think so highly of yourself is because of these unrealistic standards you set for yourself. You want to prove to yourself that you can achieve any goal that you set for yourself. Then when you don't meet those goals, then you go to feel bad about not meeting them. You have these unrealistic expectations, and then when you don't meet them, then you feel bad about yourself. The fourth reason why you may feel bad about yourself is some of your past failures or your past mistakes. Sometimes when you don't learn from those mistakes, you're bound to repeat them. So if you've repeated any past failures or mistakes, it tends to make you feel bad about yourself. The fifth reason why you may not feel good about yourself is because of toxic relationships. You may have people surrounding you who criticize you a lot, who manipulate you, who use you, who just don't mean you any good. Over time, this can weigh you down. Get rid of toxic people in your life if they're constantly criticizing, if they're constantly manipulating, if they're constantly taking advantage of you, then those people don't need to be in your life. The sixth reason why you may not think so highly of yourself is because lack of a support system. Not having family, friends, mentors, or someone in your life that can uplift you may make you feel down on your abilities to achieve things. It is always important to have a good support system in your life. Even if it's just one person, even if it's a good friend, have somebody that can support you in your efforts to do good. The seventh reason why you may not feel so good about yourself is because of internalizing negative beliefs. A lot of times we tend to take in and internalize, believe those things that are said about us from societies, from family, from neighbors, from whoever, anything outside of yourself. You tend to take those negative stereotypes and believe them. Even our society has negative stereotypes about African Americans. As an African American woman, I've internalized some beliefs about African Americans and their negative stereotypes. But you internalize those beliefs, and you take them as if they're true and you believe them. The eighth reason why you may not feel so good about yourself is because fear of rejection and judgment. People spend a lot of their time worrying about what other people think about them or what other people say about them. So you take those things again and you internalize them. You don't want anybody to have a bad opinion about you or to say something bad. We have to learn to not allow outside interests to impact our internal beliefs. The ninth reason why you may not feel so highly about yourself is because of trauma or abuse. You may have had some abuse or something traumatic that happened to you in your childhood or years ago that has stopped you from progressing. Those feelings replay themselves in your mind and they tend to hold you back from reaching your full potential. Those things we internalize and they play on our psyche a lot. The 10th reason why you may not think so highly of yourself is because of past mental health issues. Some things like anxiety or depression can have a long lasting effect on your mind, and never having resolved those issues will keep you in that state of mind. So at some point, you have to get some help for those mental health issues in order to progress with your life and go on to have a healthy, happy, productive life. Each one of these 10 reasons that I mentioned that can contribute to you not thinking so highly of yourself is one of the reasons why you continue to feel that way. But with some awareness and support, you can go on to have a healthy self esteem and live a happy, productive life. For me personally, a lot of these things have affected me, and I became aware of the reason why I was feeling the way that I did and began to get help for myself. A lot of my help came from books, reading about, and doing the work on myself. Working on yourself is not easy, and you have to make a commitment to do it, or else you're not going to move ahead. But first, in order to be able to work on yourself, you have to first recognize that there is a problem. You can't solve a problem if you first don't acknowledge that there is one. So I wanted to feel better about myself. I wanted to get better. I wanted to do better. So I began to work on myself. And we all need to learn how to work harder on ourselves than we do a job. So if you can at some point get some support, become aware of this going on to you, reach out and get books on self-esteem, building your self-esteem, have some type of support system where you can get help for yourself. I hope what I've said today was of some use to you. And if so, please consider liking this video, sharing this video, and leaving your comment. Tell me some of the things that are bothering you, some of the things that you struggle with, and we can have a conversation about it. Okay? Until my next video, you all take care.